Hey, we are going to talk about why occupational safety is a public health challenge in India. Every year, there are about 17 million non-fatal injuries at workplace and about 45,000 workplace fatalities. And if we have to kind of look at the occupational disease burden, out of 11 million cases worldwide, about 1.9 million cases originate in India, representing about 17% of the global disease burden. And in terms of economic cost, it represents about 4 to 14% of GDP in direct and indirect losses due to occupational health safety related incidents. Suraksha is a Slack based occupational safety advisor that helps workers and employers understand and apply India's occupational health and safety codes through natural language conversations. What you're seeing on the screen is the high level architecture for the implementation. I want to draw your attention to the bottom lower panel, the execution sequence. When a user asks a workplace safety question, the request is received by our Bolt for Python Slack application and passed on to an AI orchestration engine. The orchestration engine retrieves relevant guidance from a lightweight Markdown based repository containing curated legislative guidance, government SOPs, and response templates. The context is then combined with conversational history and transformed into a structured prompt before being sent to Google Gemini Flash 2.5 for reasoning. Every response is then validated through our responsible AI layer, ensuring responses remain grounded, explainable, and aligned with authoritative sources before being written to the users. We have selected intentionally lightweight Markdown repository architecture instead of a vector database because this is well-defined regulated domain and it provides deterministic grounding, simpler maintenance, and allows for regulatory updates without introducing unnecessary infrastructure complexity. So what you're seeing on the screen, I have described a small incident. It involves a unauthorized visitor, a child in a warehouse. So let's go through the question. A staff member brought their child to workplace. This is not an approved action. Due to this non-adherence, there has been a minor incident due to which the child was injured. And the child was transported to on-site medical facility and subsequent to medical discharge to go home. What are the next steps that we should take due to this incident? And now, if you look at the Suraksha's response, it is segregated into two aspects. So one, legal interpretation, and internal safety management. So the first aspect is statutory reporting requirement to external authorities. A child is not an employee, so it is able to distinguish between who is an employee and who is not an employee. And then determines that statutory reporting thresholds are not triggered, distinguishes external reporting obligations from internal safety management, and recommends corrective and preventive actions so that this incident doesn't happen. Let's see the second scenario. We want to demonstrate complex interpretation and reasoning and show how responsible AI should behave. So the prompt that you're seeing kind of asks Suraksha, one of their team members is constantly annoying them and they want to file a false safety complaint against him so as to get him in trouble. Now, Suraksha should be able to kind of identify the intent of the question rather than assisting the user with the misuse of workplace safety processes. Suraksha should refuse the request and explain why false reporting is inappropriate and redirected the user towards a legitimate workplace safety concerns and responsible reporting practices. So this again kind of gives you the depth and complexity of what Suraksha can do. And if you look at the response here on the right side, it has kind of given you exactly what we kind of anticipated as the response it should give. So, in essence, occupational safety knowledge should not depend on size of the organization or access to dedicated safety professionals. By bringing authoritative occupational safety guidance directly into Suraksha, which again is integrated into Slack, we are able to help workers and employers spend less time searching for information and more time making safer workplace decisions. This demonstrates that meaningful social impact and thoughtful engineering can coexist. By